to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Keep playing on. On the set. 57, Mike 57. You draw Porter. Here we go. Here we go. Big air, big air, big air.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
And an alley to run. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Hey, watch the slant. Snap.
They'll look to throw here. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And his first carry, he loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
56, 56. Go, go. Hey,
now Allen going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Regular. Hey, seam 6. Target.
Now Allen again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check, 59.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
Ready. 60-yard. Greystone, Travis. Ready.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Okay, ready?
49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
60 outlaw.
Get away.
Now a first down carry by Bell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Hey, shoot!
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing now is Allen, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So after the INT, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Hey, high 7.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd down, Benjamin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
On play action, they'll throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
That's what I do. Block 59. Mike's 59.
Throwing again. Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 18,
On first down, Bell. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just said.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On fourth down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field?
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to an early lead over the Dolphins. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
To throw again. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 55 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. In for the score. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Bills 28, Chargers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance. Breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Right now, under 100 yards of total offense. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double dog, that's the way.
Leo. Hey, turn it up. Hey, Alpha. 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Buffalo offense ready to go their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think of...
And he coughs up the foot. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Motion, motion, motion. Let's go.
Allen gonna throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Quinnen Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's King. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
On second down, it's Bell. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They'll drop the throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32, the 20, 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me, because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Chargers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Michael Brockers breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up a throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3 down.
Check 99. Check 99.
Gone. Go.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds McLaurin. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Watch the slant.
They'll look to throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offense is called.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for the Bills. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 11-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights. Back now in Buffalo, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abuka in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His third... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go. Check. On the book.
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And an alley to run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Allen to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Say, bravo.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Finish strong. Yeah, let's go.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
You ain't going nowhere.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted. Picked picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Look, squeeze. Kill. BigStriver.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
big number, big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this is Southwest, this is together. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though.